So, my friends, a lost pyramid city has now been discovered in the state of Peru. Archaeologists suspect that this city is contemporary to the Giza pyramids in Egypt. So, this city is the city of Caral. This period goes back to a very ancient time. When examining this city, there is also a group of archaeologists who call it the Mother City of South America. So, my friends, for a long time, archaeologists have been searching for a city like this. This is because, due to many factors like folklore and science, archaeologists hypothesized about such a city a long time ago. This large settlement, located 120 miles from the city of Lima, is one of the oldest settlements in the Americas, my friends. It is the home of the Norte Chico civilization. It was also declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Today, archaeologists in Peru also describe this discovered pyramid city as being thousands of years old. Now, with this discovery, the long-held story about the Middle Eastern civilization, the Aryan civilization, is completely changed. 600 meters above sea level, brick walls and various ornate ruins have been found. So friends, after the pyramid city was discovered, other ancient sites in Peru, like Bandurria, have challenged this narrative. Surprisingly, after the ancient city was abandoned, no new construction took place on it. It is said that over 3,000 people could have lived in this 370-acre area at one time. It also had plazas and residential buildings. This city actually has a pyramid. So with a very ancient history, this Caral is the largest ancient site discovered in the Andean region. Scientists are still conducting research to determine if it followed the urban planning methods of the Andean civilization, which rose and fell over a very long period. So what is found at this site are not just the carvings on the stones. There are pieces of cloth called Quipu. This is a historical marker. It is identified that the Incas also used this later. Some believe that the Quipus contain a record of phonetic or shorthand data. So Caral has a temple complex. It is mentioned in Spanish, my friends, as Templo Mayor. So at this site, archaeologists have found no military forts, various weapons, or mutilated corpses from warfare. Because of this, scientists say this was a trading city, or perhaps a recreational center. In one pyramid temple, 32 flutes made of bone and 34 cornets made of deer and llama bones have been discovered. So these instruments date back to a very ancient time. Evidence that the people who came here used drugs and aphrodisiacs is now slowly being uncovered. The remains of an infant wrapped in a beautiful necklace made of stone beads and buried were radiocarbon dated at these sites, and it was found to be extremely old. This was discovered based on the bags used to carry stones for the construction of the temple. So this place could be much older, because they are still determining the timeline of these samples. So friends, this populous great city was an important trading center that connected the Pacific coast on one side, the slopes of the Andes Mountains, which are the backbone of South America, on another, and the Amazon forest slopes on the other. A complex interregional process which is hard for us to imagine that brought coastal resources to the mountains and mountain resources to the coast existed within this. So a greater culture, a greater history than we imagine is still hidden in the world. So when you look at it this way, there is no doubt that this city was a cultural hub and a trading center. To the west of Caral, there is a carving of a female figure on the desert floor. It has long hair and an open mouth. So this can be considered a female figure. You have heard about the Nazca lines. It's easy to imagine that this figure is older than the Nazca lines, which were made contemporaneously with the city of Caral. Conventional historians say that the Mesopotamian civilization, Egyptian civilization, Chinese civilization, and Indus Valley civilization were the first civilizations of mankind. So with the discovery of the city of Caral, this story is turned a bit upside down. Separate areas for the elites of this city, unique complexes for various artisans, and housing for workers can be found. This timeline is also being challenged. That means other ruins from a more distant past have been found in South America. When you look at everything, the city's brick construction, the pyramid structures, resource management, labor skills, and planning design, friends, the complexity of these social goals is unimaginable. As I said, a large number of ruins were found at this site. So the history we actually learn is not the real history of the world.